Hey everyone, I'm Matt. Welcome back to another video. Today we are taking a look at the 2019 Thor Challenger Model 35MQ. The Challenger is Thor's top-of-the-line Tier 4 Class A motorhome. We're going to take a look at the outside features first, then the inside, then I'm going to give you the 3 pros and cons about this motorhome. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Again, my name is Matt from Matt's RV Reviews, the world's only channel that gives you a true unbiased review about everything when it comes to RVs. So if you find reviews like this useful, consider subscribing. Again, check out this beautiful Class A gas motorhome. It is the Thor Challenger, and I say it's Tier 4 as in top of the line. This competes with your Tiffin Allegros, your Newmar Canyon Stars, your Fleetwood Bounders, high-end, super luxury and nice. This has full body paint standard, and the paint color is called Boulder Glacier, which is very, very nice. It's on the bigger chassis. It's a 26,000 pound chassis, which means it has the big 22.5 inch tires, so it's going to be a lot smoother ride than as a Tier 1 or 2 motorhome that Thor makes, like the Ace or the Windsport. It's part of the price difference. I love how it has the Alcoa rims on it. It does come with frameless windows, a huge awning on the outside, and I love how the awning is on the slide out, so you're not losing awning space with the slide out. And you have a nice TV, and you can play this TV surround sound with Zone A and Zone B. And then you have these aluminum slam latch doors, which gives you a ton of storage. Now, you do get pass-through storage, but it is on a straight rail chassis, so there is some obstruction there, but it's a really nice feature that I really like. The tip-to-tip length on this motorhome is 37 feet, and it does have a trailer hitch, and the hitch is rated for 8,000 pounds. Zoom in on this. You see that? That's the Thor logo. That is a dog chain holder, whatever you call it, a dog holder. You have a little bit more storage here, a little bit more storage here, and then here's your propane tank, and it is a 40-pound propane tank. Coming around the back, you have a backup camera right there. Again, the hitch is rated for 8,000 pounds, and you have a TPO fully walkable roof. Let's go up there and take a look. Great, so up here on the roof, you have not one, but 2 AC units. They're both 13.5 BTUs. Right up there, that is a Wi-Fi Ranger booster to give you more Wi-Fi. That is your digital antenna. And then these are max air fans to prevent water from coming in over the bathroom. And then right here, you can see that it's already prepped for solar. Great. Right here's where you fill up your fuel. That I really like how it's on the back, because a lot of times when you go to smaller gas stations, it is hard to fully turn around. It does come standard with a Cummins Onan 5500 generator, which is plenty of power. Right here, tankless instant hot water heater. It is 50 amp power because of both AC units. Here's a little bit more storage right through there. Over here, these are your low point valves for winterization. And then this is actually where you hook up your sewer. I actually haven't seen it like that. That makes a lot of sense though. I like it like that. A lot of times they would put it like right here, and it was real hard to make the connection where the hole was. This, you hook up the connection, and then you have the slinky hose portion right there. Michelin tires. And then this is your docking station. This is your bypass valves and drains. Also, it does come with a water purifier and outside shower. Finishing up the outside, you have nice chrome mirrors and you have cameras in your left blinker and right blinker. Let's go take a look on the inside. All right, entering, you can see how big this motorhome is. This is one of the biggest Class A gas motorhomes around because of the opposing slides. Let me start in the cockpit area. You have these nice seats. One of my favorite features is how you have a desk here for a laptop while driving down the road. You have a beautiful camera system, navigation, Sirius XM. Oops, sorry. Let me show you. Nope, let me not show you. Auto leveling right here. You have all your dash control, motorized shade right there, and then you have the slow rise shades right there for privacy. This is a bunk over the cab. Let me show you how that works. This is your multiplex system. You're able to control absolutely everything, and then you just push it down. Nice bed, big double bed, able to hold 500 pounds. This is the living area. You have these movie theater seats here, and a sofa over here, and a television right there. But you also have, a televator. So, if you're in here by yourself or as a couple, you can watch TV right there in the movie theater seats, and you're looking directly across at the television. This is a 50-inch flat screen TV, and that one is a 40-inch. Great, and I just found out I'm actually able to raise the bunk beds from right here as well. I'll do that later though. Over here, you have a huge dinette area. I like how it has cup holders right there, cup holders there as well, because when you're driving you can have a drink, and if you hit the brake it's going to stop. This drops down to make a bed. It's very simple, just like that. Over here in the kitchen you have beautiful high gloss cabinetry, plenty of space, induction cooktop with a microwave convection oven. This is a big size microwave oven. And you have a residential refrigerator. Now this runs off of batteries, and it's an 800 watt inverter to runs it. It also has auto gen start, so if your batteries run low, the generator will kick on, automatically recharge the batteries, and then shut off again. You have a nice big stainless steel sink, and you have solid surface countertops. These are nice and durable. You have plenty of power above there, and then a nice tile backsplash. Also, all these cabinets down there. Here's a pantry for more storage space, and then this is a pantry that is prepped for a stackable washer dryer. Washer dryers are already hard enough to get in a Class A, but to get a stackable washer dryer, that's really nice. Over here in the bathroom, you have a porcelain toilet holder there, a ton of cabinetry. Sinks right here, and then here's your shower. It is a nice big rectangular shower, 24 by 36. Very nice, very spacious, and for the taller people, you have a nice sky dome right there. Finishing up in the bedroom, you have a king size bed. It is a tilt-a-view bed, so when you put the slide out in, you have to put the bed up, but when you get to where you're going, all you have to do is push the button to get it down. 8 minutes later, we found the bed lift. It is right here. But with a little bit of TV magic from Jen, you didn't know it took us 8 minutes to find this switch. Thanks, Jen. She's gonna be full-time and in a fifth wheel. Looks so comfortable. Good enough. All right, so here's the king bed. You have a nice big window there, and then you have plenty of power. I like how you have power there, USBs for your phone charger here, and the TV in the bedroom flips up, so you have ample storage. It is really incredible how much storage you have in here. So that's it. That's the 35 MQ. But before you leave, let me give you the 3 things I absolutely love about this motorhome and the 3 things I dislike the most about it. What should I do first?
What you like?
Okay, here's what I like. I love the double slide out. Again, a gas motorhome, to have these types of slide outs is unreal. And I love how these theater seats are looking directly across from the sofa. Then, second thing I love is how big this screen is. It makes it so once you're driving, and if you're in reverse or you put your left blinker and right blinker, it is clear, crisp, and you're able to see what's next to you and behind you. Also, I like how it has navigation. Finally, what I love the most is out here. It's kind of two-part. I love how they put the awning on the slide out and not above the slide out, so you're not losing awning space. That's huge. And then just a little geekiness, I always like when they put the Alcoa rims on it. Ready to see the 3 things I don't like about this? Follow me. Now, when I say the things I don't like about this, it doesn't mean this is a bad unit. It's just, as you know, if you're shopping for an RV, there's going to be pros and cons with all of them. This hitch is rated for 8,000 pounds. This motorhome cannot tow 8,000 pounds. When you take the GCWR and you subtract the GVWR, it can really only tow 5,500 to 6,000 pounds. You know, really, it's all about how you load the motorhome. Now, the 8,000 pound hitch, I understand why they do it. Unfortunately, there's not enough knowledgeable salesmen out there. They assume, hey, 8,000 pound hitch, it can tow 8,000 pounds. It cannot. So that's one thing I don't like about it. Let's go inside. You ready? Come on now. If you have this motorhome and you have this type of space, you should be able to put a trifold sofa in it. Now, I just sold a Miramar, and allegedly, it had this type of sofa, and allegedly you were able to get it optioned with the trifold. But even if you are able to get it optioned with the trifold, it should just come standard. Nobody likes a jackknife. And then finally, we're in a Challenger. This is the smallest fridge I've ever seen in a Challenger. Normally, in a Challenger, you have those big double doors and the nice big freezer underneath. This one, they didn't do that. I don't know why. I'm assuming because this area is so big that they had to save space somewhere. Or maybe if you had the bigger fridge, you weren't able to get the stackable washer dryer. I'm not 100% sure. I don't make them, but I just sell them. I do want to thank you for checking out this video. Let me know your feedback. This is my first time having Jen, hi Jen, walk around and record me doing a walkthrough. And this time it's unscripted. I'm just kind of going through this. If you have any questions, send me an email, mattsrvreviews@gmail.com. If you haven't already, hit that circle button to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you next time.